Okay. Hello. I'm Carl Kish. And if y'all ever wondered what's the story about my car, Christine? Okay. I used to have a 79 Ford Fairmont, hit a telephone pole with it, bought another 1978 Ford Fairmont, exactly like it. Okay? But I always wanted a Chevy, you know, an old Chevy. Because the Ford Fairmont rusted up like fucking shit, unibody. And I remember my 72 Chevy Caprice had a frame. Even though the floorboards were rotted, the trunk was rotted, still had the frame. And those cars were solid steel frames. So anywho, yeah, did patch kit and all that stuff, but I remember the power and the durability. That car I got from my mom, a 72 Chevy Caprice, and went through a couple ditches with it, and the steering wheel was straight up and down like this, to drive straight. And normally it goes like this, well, it was like this, to drive straight and fucking shake and shit. Went through a couple ditches, had bald tires, going around turns too fast. Just got my license at age 25, so it was all new to me. Anywho, so what made me get rid of that car was one day I went to start it, and I just changed the starter in it, and I over-tightened the bolts. And I went out to start it, and it went clank, and it went woo, woo, and woo, woo, I'm like, what the fuck? So I looked underneath the car, here's the starter hanging by the wires. So, me, dumbass me, I'm gonna try to drill out the broken bolts, and then tap them out or whatever, or get them out, and then rebolt it, make it work. Not thinking, disconnect the battery, boy. Disconnect the fucking battery. So when I went to push the starter over to drill the bolt, the positive wire hit onto the gas line. A fucking glue, like a fucking sparkler. Sparklers with the sparks, they glue like that. And then there was a lot of oil and residue on it, and it went poof, and it started on fire. I got the fuck out from underneath the car, and the fire went up to the engine, burned all the fucking wires and shit. There was no dirt, no sand, no snow, no water around. All I had was my glove, and I was trying to beat it, like Michael Jackson, just beat it, just beat it. I was going to start screaming, fire, fire, somebody help me, my car's on fire. People are just standing there watching like, look at that idiot. It's a fucking circus. So anyhow, my boss, Lawrence Mead, the one I worked for when I cut my arm off, he told me, he says, Carl, whenever you're ready to get rid of that car, you let me know and I'll get you another one. So he got me a 76 Chevy Impala. Okay, I had that for a while. The same thing, rotted floors and shit, and had a sheet metal and stuck a bunch of money in it. And then got in a car accident with it. Head-on collision, never passing a fog, so that car was gone. And just like the Ford Fairmont, hit a telephone pole with it, that was gone. So, then got the other Ford Fairmont, and I still had that. And then I was going to Beaver Dam, and I saw, for the corner of my eye, a maroon Chevy in a fucking cornfield for sale. I fucking whipped the fucking donut, and fucking went down there, and fucking got the number right away, and called up the guy, and said, I want your car, So, I bought the car for $1,500, and he made me sign a waiver saying, as is. This is the part where it gets fucking fucked. I got fucked. Okay? I got fucked. He made me sign a piece of paper said as is for $1,500. Oh man. When I got it home, it was already started when I got there. That kind of pissed me off. He moved it to his house. And that kind of pissed me off right there. That's, when I buy a car, I want to be the first one to start it. From a cold, dead start. I want to be the first one to start it. No, the fucker was already started and ran. See, if the car's got vehicle problems, that's what they do. They warm it up and beat the shit out of them, whatever. So when you come, it'll start right up. Yeah, because it's already been running. It's already been warmed up. What it is, they had it rigged. First thing I had to fix was the choke paw. They had a piece of plastic in there that held it open a little bit so it'd get air, and start. But it backfired and puttered and pittered and black smoke coming out and it was choking out and it was getting too much air or whatever. And then the second thing was bad was the bending spring in the starter. Right. Woo! Woo! And then once in a while it would grab, and then do a couple of turns, turn a little bit and woo! So the bend starter had to be replaced. If you keep playing with it, eventually you'll get it to grab and turn it, not good for the ring gear. So anyways, I had to get a new starter in it. Oh no, he had it rebuilt. He told me that. He said, oh, it's a good runner, it's a great car. My son drove it to college back and forth when he came to visit, and I told him, first time you get a speeding ticket, boy, I'm selling it. So he got a speeding ticket doing 103. Him and his buddies, college buddies. All fucking partying and shit and say, let's see how fast she goes, Got a speeding ticket doing 103. And his son was right next to him, kind of laughing like, yeah, he goes fast. And then his dad told me that, he says, it's good in the winter, put a salt bag in a trunk and she'd be real good in the snow. And then the son pulls me to say, hey, it does great donuts. Don't listen to him. So his son told me that, gave me a bad idea that has been beat. So anyhow, they stripped out the oil plug. I used pair of pliers or whatever, but it was completely rounded. So they changed the filter. That was it. They changed the filter a couple times, whatever. But they never did change the oil. So I got a pair of vice grips and I clamped it on there real tight. I took a hair and tapped it loose, got it loose, I took the plug off and nothing came out. I stuck my finger in it. It was like grease. It was like grease. I sat there and looked at it for a while, and then it came out like a shit turd, And then it broke off into the oil pan. It went bloop. And 20 minutes later, another one came out. Bloop. And then another one came out. Bloop. And then after that, it went bloop, 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 bloop. Black as fucking tar. So that gave me the idea I need to take this fucker into Jiffy Lube and they do engine flushes. Now the guy warned me. He goes, hey, I don't recommend doing this to an older vehicle because it blows out seals and head gaskets. And there's a lot of pressure you're dealing with, but it blows it out real good and cleans up the valves and everything. Bad idea. $75 just to fuck up my car because it ran fine before that. I figured, fuck, that probably got all kinds of shit up there, valve cover. I'm sure that's Bill Warren told me when he took it off, it was fucking caked up there. It was nasty, it was bad. Every once in a while, chunks would fall in and they'd get in the valves and just clog it all up. And ran like shit. It was fucking died. Yeah, and when Bill Warren tore it apart, he said it had 3 bad valves. Some were bent and some were broken and some were cracked. So yeah, that explains it. But the head gasket was completely blown out. You know, milkshake. Yeah. But I tried putting some of that. Pete's Auto told me eventually it's gonna go. It's got a little it's got a hairline seal leak and head gasket, and eventually it's gonna blow, and then you're gonna have more problems. So Pete was right. So after I had that engine flush, that's when the problem started. I should have just left it alone. But it ran great. After the head gasket flush, or engine flush, it wouldn't even start. It wouldn't even run. It died 3 times on the way home. I mean, just chuckled up and died. And one time I got her running, and I fucked with the timing. Well, I always thought you turned it to the left. I turned it to the left and made it retarded. Anyhow, she got up by the circle, whatever, and started chugging up. I got the fuck out of it, and I popped up the engine and took the radiator cap off, and it was doing this, and then whoosh, it shot straight up in the air, about 8 feet in the air. A bunch of black shit came out of the radiator. Black shit came out of the radiator. Well, it was all over the car and the engine and everything. They went, that was it. So I went in the trunk and I dumped a bunch of water in there, put the cap back on, and waited about 15-20 minutes later, and got it started, got it home. And to put new plugs in it and all that, and did adjustments. I got the choke pull off, replaced, the starter replaced, and then, got it running and that, fucked with it, and got it running, So that's when I decided to give it the oil flush. So anyways, I drove it for a while like that, until it finally did blow out. So that was, I don't know, 2 years ago, maybe. Yeah. Anyways, to get Pete said the frame was rotted, and he was going to fix it for $3,400. He's going to rebuild it, and I guarantee it more than 6 months, he says, because letting it sit in that milkshake, that the bearings would go. He says that milkshake is like an acid, and it eats up the steel from letting it sit over winter. He was right, because when Bill Warren rebuilt it, that 6 months later, the bearings went. Bill says no, I replaced all that shit, brand new. He goes, car up that valves, if them bearings are shot, I will put a brand new fucking motor in there. I'm like, and we shook. He says, okay. Oh shit, he said I was right. The bearings were shot. So, yeah, he put a brand new motor in there. Yeah. So, this is the story of Christine, and I got her back. Oh, yeah. She's running the way she ran when I first bought it. Keep my sticky fingers off of it. But, yeah, I went to Madison or some Prairie. She did good. He did flip the cover back upside down, He told me, quit beating on it, quit driving in low gear, quit doing burnouts. I said, really, I never even had a chance to do it because it's been having issues. The spark plug wires were fucking touching the manifold and welded onto the manifold. cause some issues. But yeah, he's got it running good. Puts a new boss back, spark plug in, oil change, radiator flush, and yeah, she's pretty good. So this is my story about Christine. You know, if y'all ever watched the movie Christine by Stephen King, I'm that guy. I found something that's probably uglier than me and just want to make her look pretty. But I'm not going to make her look pretty. I'm going to leave her the way she is, because every time I try to make a car look pretty, new paint job and shit, somebody ends up smashing it up. Somebody smashes it to it. Fucking monsters, fucking jealous monsters out there. They see an old car like that, they want to fuck it up. You go to Milwaukee, bam, you know. It's like a fucking Target. Oh, look at this motherfucker. Think he all cool and sharp and shit. Watch me fuck his shit up, and they will. They don't have insurance or nothing. They don't even have a driver's license. They will smash into your shit. And, oh well, you're pretty much fucked. Even though I got full coverage, the car's worth $1,500, so that's it. They wouldn't even try fixing it. I say, well, we're gonna write you a check for $1,500. Oh, you got a $500 deductible. Well, you get $1,000. There you go. Bye. And I stuck $12,000 in it. Ugh. Never swallow that shit. Never swallow your snot. That's how you get sick. But this is my story of Christine. Hope y'all learned something. If you got an older vehicle, don't do an engine flush. Bad idea. Alright. YouTube, go to subscribe. See you later.